With this case study, we're going to look at an operational improvement target. This one is going to be called response times. For our statement, I'm going to say improve service response times across the support team. Continue to our target frame. Look at our first lens. We're going to say reduce the average response time for customer support requests. So one-time result, a finite time frame on it, and we're going to say this is a system process. For control, and say control how support requests are assigned, monitored, and responded to within the support operation. It's going to be a direct control. Our mechanism. Okay, so we're going to be quite thorough with this one. We're going to say introduce response time. Let's do that. Response time targets, automated ticket prioritization, and daily workload balancing across the support queue. Perfect. That's a specific action. We're going to go to evidence. Evidence, we're going to say support team reporting, summaries, and weekly operational review meetings. It's going to be activity driven. And for our expectation, we're going to say reduce average customer response times by 40% within 6 months as a result change. Okay, so now we're ready to take this upstream. Let's examine the structure. Okay, fantastic. On the face of it, this is returned as solid, so that's a positive start. We have one declared observation though here. We've got mechanism declared as specific while the mechanism wording remains general or improvement orientated. So mechanism, we were actually quite thorough with that. Let's just take this into the alignment stage and see if that agrees. So again, it's saying mechanism should be changed to general. Let's actually review that. We've got introduce response time targets, automated ticket prioritization, and daily workload balancing across the support queue. So it's saying actually, look, there isn't anything specific enough in that to hold your expectations. So we're going to apply the alignment and see what that does to the result. So we've now returned it as unsupported, 2 structural tensions identified. Now what's important here is that the target hasn't changed, but the mechanism is no longer being treated as structurally specific. So once that certainty drops away, the dependency between mechanism and evidence and the expected outcome becomes visible. And that's an excellent result and allows us to actually look at how we tighten these, because at the moment we've got the evidence limits what can be demonstrated about whether the mechanism caused the outcome, and a generic mechanism is carrying high structural load. So let's take this up to the resolution stage and see what we can do about it. So now our options, as always, we can reduce the expectation. It drops down to conduct activities to monitor response times and adjust ticket prioritization. So that becomes an activity. Or, and this is the one we're going to look at for this, we're going to tighten up the mechanism that was declared and the evidence around that mechanism. So on this side, we've got mechanism, implement daily check-ins to review ticket statuses, conduct weekly assessments of response times, and utilize a structured template for prioritizing tickets based on urgency and complexity. So we started to actually explicitly say what we're going to do in that mechanism, and our evidence, records of daily check-in notes, weekly assessment reports, and completed prioritization templates for support tickets. So we're going to adopt this approach and see what it does to our target. So now we've really pulled out those declarations, it's been returned as solid. And as we know, when we run the resolution itself, it already runs it through alignment. So there's no need to run it back through alignment for this purpose. So we've got a solid result that we can mark as finalized and exit.